Hey guys, it's Naz. Welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be 23 things to know before coming to Howard. And this video is for my AG23 babies. Welcome to Howard. Congratulations on committing. I can't wait to see you guys in the fall. So we're just going to jump into 23 tips and things to know before coming to Howard and things about Howard. So the first thing I would say is like the most important thing to know before coming to Howard is your Howard intro. So your Howard intro consists of your name, your classification, your major or minor, and your hometown. So my Howard intro is I'm Ahmad, a junior public relations major, community development minor from North Carolina by way of Virginia. And I say North Carolina by way of Virginia because I don't really like to claim North Carolina, but I went to middle and high school there, but I was born in Virginia and my mom just moved back to Virginia, so yeah. Number 2 would be freshman week. Now the freshmen move in like a week or two before classes start, so like that week you have like freshman week, you have like all your orientations and just like tours of campus and like finding your classes, and there's just like a bunch of activities to do on campus. But like also freshman week is for like partying and like getting to like know DC and like getting to know all your classmates. So personally for my freshman week, I didn't buy the party pack. I wanted to save money. I knew there would be like house parties and just like other free options and things to do, and I knew like there's always a party at Howard. Like that's another tip about the party scene. If you miss one party, next weekend it's gonna be the same thing, same DJ, the same house, the same music, so it's okay. If you want to buy the party pack, do that. I hear the parties are fun, but I didn't buy it my freshman week, and I went out every night and I had a lot of fun and I saved a lot of money as well. I will also say make sure to live it up freshman year, but it's okay to not go out every weekend. It's Invisible Ink. I went out every weekend my first semester of freshman year, and I also got a 4.0, so it's possible. You just have to make sure you have that balance of like, okay, if I go out Friday night, I need to wake up Saturday morning and be in the library all day doing my homework if I want to go out again Saturday night. So just stuff like that. The third thing I would say is very important about coming to Howard is don't compare yourself to anyone. When you get to Howard, you'll realize that everyone was prom queen, everyone was student council president, everyone was just doing amazing things, and just because someone else has done amazing things and you like feel like you haven't built your resume up like they have, it's okay. You have time. Just don't compare yourself. If you don't have that internship your first summer freshman year, like your time will come. So the fourth thing would be to know about like the CAFs and the different meal plans. So we have the Blackburn CAF. So Blackburn has like the CAF, the restaurant, and Punch Out. Punch Out, you use your dining dollars, or you can use bison bucks. And with the meal plans, you can get swipes and dining dollars. There's the traditional where you do like 2 swipes a day, and there's a certain amount of dining dollars with that. There's the 140 block and the 170 block, so you have like 140 swipes and like more dining dollars than 170 swipes and like less dining dollars. So if you live in a freshman dorm, you have to have a meal plan. In my freshman year, I got the 140 block because I wanted more dining dollars, and I didn't even use all my swipes, so I didn't use like all 140. So back to the CAFs. We have the Blackburn CAF. I would say like their breakfast is really good and lunch is good there. The restaurant has good food too, but that's just dining dollars. Then there's Annex CAF. They have like breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I really like the stir fry line there. And with Punch Out, I usually only eat the pasta there. I don't know where Pierre was this year, but y'all, he makes the best pasta ever. But he wasn't there, I was really confused. There's like Jasmine's, which is like a little cafe in the basement of the A building. They have really good croissants and donuts and coffee. There's new vegan and Punch Out, it's like outside, and there's also C-stores where you can use your dining dollars. Another tip I have about dining dollars is to make sure you space them out, because I have a really big problem with just like using all my dining dollars at the beginning, and then at the end of the semester it's like, ooh girl, you don't got no dining dollars, all you gotta swipe, so you gotta go to the CAF. The fifth tip I would give is to get involved early, but don't burn yourself out. I'm the type of person where like I get involved in everything and I want to do a lot of work, but I have to remember not to burn myself out. And remember at Howard, you literally have 4 years. Like there's always orgs to join, there's always opportunities available. Like, make sure that you space your time out and use it wisely to make sure that you're still focusing on your academics and also like your social life, that you aren't burning yourself out with all the organizations that you're a part of. And that goes into networking, and connections are key at Howard to make them genuine, because a lot of people network and make connections just to get into other things. Like, they only talk to certain people because they know, oh, they're in this, so like they'll get me into that. Like, make sure that your networking is very genuine and you're doing it because you actually want to get to know the person, or actually want to get to know the work that they do because you're interested in it, because people can see through that. So I would say that's super important to know. Number 7, homecoming is a big deal. So my freshman year homecoming was so much fun. I remember Yard Fest, like my friends and I were getting ready in quad together. And then we like walked up to the yard and we were at the front, and it was just so much fun. And then you have you have Yard Fest on Friday, and the tailgate Saturday, and like during the week there's like YouTube Fan Fest, the fashion show, the step show. There's just like a bunch of events, and like people come from everywhere for our homecoming. Like, I had never seen so many cars like outside on the street. Like, it was just crazy. It's so much fun. And make sure you get your fits ready. No, you do not have to buy new clothes. My freshman year, my friends and I literally like borrowed each other's clothes to make fits for like the Yard Fest and the tailgate, and we look super cute. I'm gonna insert some pictures right here. That was a lot of fun. So just know homecoming is a big deal. Make sure you get your work done before homecoming weekend, like your homework that you have due, because you're not going to touch your laptop that weekend. Another thing I would say, random turn-ups are the norm at Howard, especially during the springtime. So like, say it's like a really nice day on the yard and everyone's out on the yard, like everyone. Like, I'm gonna insert like some videos of advice.
It's my favorite people! These outfits?
Random turn-ups are the norm. Like, people would be outside with like speakers, people would be like jump roping, just like chilling out, having a good time. Like, it's a lot of fun. Like, you'll definitely be tempted to skip class when there's random turn-ups, but don't do that. I cannot see my laptop, y'all. Oh, the 9th thing is you will struggle one way or another at Howard, whether that be with housing, financial aid, making your schedule, teachers, friends. Like, you're gonna struggle one way or another, but just know that someone else has gone through what you're going through and they made it through. So you're gonna get through. And then like, this goes into my 10th thing, don't take no for an answer. So like, just like a short story for me, like my matriculation at Howard, I had like some problems with financial aid and they kept trying to tell me no, and I was like, oh girl, like I'm literally not taking no as an answer. Like, I sat there and was like, I'm not leaving until I get the answer I need, or I get the help I need. And because I was so adamant and I made those connections in financial aid and people knew me by face, I got my answer. So don't take no for an answer, y'all. And make sure you also take note of everyone that you talk to. Make sure you know their name and their face. You have their email and their phone number written down as well. Because if, like, for example, one time I went and one person told me one thing, and then I went again and someone else was like, yeah, no, like, that's not true. And I was like, well, their name is blah, 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 so we need to get these answers because y'all are not supposed to play me. Yeah. Number 11 is to make sure to bring a business attire, especially for HE23 that's in School of Business. I know you guys have to wear like business professional certain days of the week, but there's like a lot of events, and like if you want to join orgs and stuff, sometimes you have to wear like your business professional or business casual to your interviews and certain events that they have. So just make sure you bring like a suit or two. And some places that I would say to get your business professional casual would be like H&M. I got a lot of like business casual pants from Forever 21. I know Charlotte Russe is closing, but they have really good blouses as well. And I got really nice business dresses from places like Marshalls, Ross, TJ Maxx, stuff like that. Number 12, I would say don't rush making a solid group of friends, and to also make sure that you have friends for different things, and that is okay. I was like fortunate enough, my GroupMe friends are actually the friends that I still have. A lot of people say like, oh, your GroupMe friends don't last. Like, my group me girls are still my girls. We live together. We do everything together. We're all still really close. So I was fortunate enough for that to happen to me, and I do have a solid group of friends that I made at the beginning. But just know that like it's okay to not have your solid group of friends made freshman week, and like that's fine, that's normal in college. But also, like I said earlier, you have different friends for different things. I know I have like my dance sisters in Beacon that like I can go to for prayer, like encouragement. I have my friends that I study with. I have my friends that I go to parties with. I have my CAF friends. I have my friends that are public relation majors that I always see in SOC. It's like there's different people for different things, and I think it's really important to also go in line with certain things. 13, I was talking about GroupMe's. Download the GroupMe app. You will not survive Howard without the GroupMe app. There's GroupMe's for classes. There's beauty GroupMe's. There's GroupMe selling books. There's people selling food in GroupMe. There's all the moves. The party moves are in GroupMe. Everything's in GroupMe. Download GroupMe. If you don't have it, what you doing? Download GroupMe. 14, go to office hours early in the semester. This is very, very, very important because if you're in a freshman seminar class or like a freshman orientation class, there's 200 people in that class. Your teacher does not know your name. They only know your student ID number when they put your grades in. So even if you do sit at the front of the class and answer questions, like they're not gonna remember, you know? So if you're going to office hours, like, hi, I'm Nazira, I'm in your 8 a.m. Communications orientation class, blah, blah, blah. Like, oh, okay, like the teacher can put a face with a name, and if it does come down at the end that your grade, you're a couple points away from an A, they're like, oh, okay, like you visited me before, we've had this conversation, that conversation, yeah, like I can help you out. Or if like you're struggling in the class, even if like you know the answers to some things and there's like a paper that you just want your teacher to look over, go to office hours and talk to them. Like it really, really, really helps. And also going to office hours, you can make like those connections with your professors to also get recommendation letters. 15, learn how to budget and save your money in college, because there's no one there telling you to not spend money on certain things, to not do certain things. You can do whatever you want in college, but if your mom gives you your allowance for the month and you spend it in the first week and she don't send you no more money, what you gonna do? So I know for me, saving money this semester, I had an internship, a paid internship, and I put half of my check every month in my savings, and then I use like a certain amount for Ubers, a certain amount for groceries, a certain amount if I wanted to eat out, like things like that. So make sure you have some type of budget and you're not just like spending your money all like willy-nilly. Also, like a note for saving money, you don't have to Uber everywhere in DC. Howard has a shuttle. The West Campus shuttle takes you to Target. It takes you to Columbia Heights. There's Target over there, Marshalls, Chick-fil-A, Five Below, like everything is over there. And even if like you're going somewhere that's like near Columbia Heights, you can take the shuttle to Columbia Heights and walk. I took, for work, my job was near the law school. So I took the West Campus shuttle to the law school and then walked to my internship. Save money, not Ubering. Also, there's a Metro you can take. There's also Via, which is like Uber for DC, which is like way cheaper. And also when you're like going places, Uber with people because it's way cheaper. 16, celebrities are always on campus, like always. Like even when it could be a regular day and like Lance Gross will walk past, like Nick Cannon goes to Howard, like celebrities are always at Howard, y'all. So like stay ready so you don't have to get ready when you try to take a picture with them, okay? Oh, 17. There's a really cool thing at Howard. You can make your own major. It's called interdisciplinary studies. I know a couple people, their major is like in that. So one person, for example, they really like fashion and public relations. So they're a fashion PR major and they like made their own scheme for the classes they could take, and that's super cool. 18, look for a mentor or some type of guidance when you get to Howard, because Howard may seem like small, but it's like big and a lot of opportunities and a lot of things going on all the time, which can be really, really intimidating. So just having that person where you can like go to, like, hey, I have to take this class, like who's a good professor? Or like, hi, I see you're a public relations major and I'm kind of interested in that, but like I'm a journalism major right now, so like can we chit chat? Like stuff like that, just looking for guidance, someone that's like doing the things that you want to do. and you can like reach out to them. Like my mentor, she interned with the Howard Middle School, and she did communications work with them, and I want to work communications like in the education system. So I was like, hey sis, like I see that you do this, I'm trying to do that, like can we talk, can you give me some advice? Like, and people at Howard are like really, like most people at Howard are pretty genuine and nice. They'll help you with certain things like that. Howard Hills go crazy. Like I will walk up the hill like coming off Georgia Ave, like coming from my dorm, and be out of breath. I just sweated out. Like Howard Hills, prepare yourself. Like I thought I was gonna get used to them after my freshman year because I would walk up the one by Founders from Quad. It says no. Prepare yourself and wear some comfy shoes. If you're trying to wear heels to class, don't be that girl looking crazy like you're about to tumble down the hill because you can't walk in your shoes. 20. Be mindful of your surroundings. Howard is a private university, however, it is an open campus, and we are in the middle of DC, and not everyone is nice. A lot of people come to Howard's campus not with good intention, so just make sure that you're always mindful of your surroundings when you're going to parties. If you go with 4 people, leave with 4 people. Make sure you always see your 4 people with you. If you're like drinking or smoking, make sure you know your limits. Make sure you're checking up on your friends. Don't set your cup down. Don't take drugs from people you don't know. If they don't use their own drugs, you don't use them. Yeah, just be mindful of your surroundings. And I know like my mom always tells me like don't walk alone, but like of course it's inevitable that you're going to walk alone, but try not to walk alone at night. And if you do, make sure like you're on the phone with someone, and if you do like have headphones in listening to music or something, make sure you turn it down to just like be mindful of your surroundings and like see what's going on around you. 21. Howard people don't forget anything, specifically when it comes to Howard Twitter. Like there's someone in my class that said something before we even got on campus, and like people still bring it up. Like Howard people don't forget anything, so be mindful of what you're saying, how you're treating people, because you never know, you may come in contact with those people again. You might like be interested in something that they're a part of, and you go and it's like, oh, like you were bullying someone on Twitter, so like just Howard people don't forget anything. Make sure you're being very mindful of your words and your actions on campus and online. 22. Everything is a pop out, but just know you don't have to pop out. Like it's really fun popping out and like looking super cute, like going to events and going to class. But no, like if you want to throw on a hoodie and some jeans one day, it's okay. My last piece of advice before coming to Howard is don't overpack. I'm an overpacker. If you ask my friends, ask my mom, I brought too much stuff to school just because I'm an overpacker. But like, girl, you don't need those school supplies that you have packed. Go ahead, take them out. Make sure you pack a suit instead. Like, and also there's stores and stuff around Howard that you can buy things. You can also borrow things from your friends and your floor mates, because I lived in Quad freshman year and everyone was super, super, super nice, and we all shared things. And your parents can also just mail you the things that you forget. So yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that these tips were super helpful. I'm super excited to see you guys in the fall. Can't wait to hear about the amazing things you do. If like any current Howard students or alumni have any tips that they want to leave in the comments down below, anything that you think I left out, make sure to do that. HU23, if you guys have any more questions, don't forget to comment them down below. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.